Okay, this is an ABS system from 2000 Volvo S80, and it has a whole bunch of lights on the dashboard, like ABS system and lights around. But anyways, that's what it looks like inside once you open the ABS system. I already took it all around. It was kind of hard to get it open, but this is what you see. Besides reheating the contacts, resoldering or reflowing all the points right here, every single one of them, and that's about it basically. I don't know what else to fix on here. You give me your advice or suggestions on what else besides these contacts that are here on this side, and see if it works. Okay, I took a lot of the solder out with some solder wick. That's what it's called, solder wick. I put them on each and every single one of them, and I took the old solder off so that way I could get some new solder in there. You don't really have to do that, but I'm just peace of mind and putting in some new solder to begin with, so you could actually reflow them, but I don't even know if this is going to work. And hopefully that's the only thing they do to them. But I took them, I did it here, 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 and here, and then I'm doing all these, and that's about it. You can't really do anything else unless you just want to hit the chips over here, but you have to be careful here so you won't cause solder shorts when you're doing these, if you want to. I'm just going to touch them up real quick, you know. Okay, after I resoldered the points, the contacts, I come with a little bit of acetone and some Q-tips, and I go ahead and just clean out the residue from the flux and make it look nice so that way it won't look all messed up. Yeah, I re-added the solder onto it because I don't know if the old flux, if the old solder was maybe contaminated, or it's just got fracture cracks in it, and when you try to solder on them, it looks like if it's hard to come off, like if it's hard to melt. So I make sure it was all off eventually, and then I just went ahead and added new solder, so that will be looking like nice and shiny and peace of mind actually. So I go all around and I clean out the old solder flux. And by the way, I hit all the contacts. I went in, because this is the second time around that I'm doing this. First time didn't work at all. Let's see if this time is going to work, because if eventually once you open these, whoever's going to repair them for you, once you open these, they do not take them back, or they don't actually attempt to repair. Any technician or electronics technicians out there don't like working after somebody else's electronic of opening up an electronic equipment. I'm one of them, but unfortunately that's what they told me, that once you open them they don't want to even look at it. So what do I got to lose but to buy another one after this? So I'm trying to see if this one gets repaired, because next stop is going to be at the garbage can. You got to buy a new one if you want the ABS lights fixed, of course, from the dashboard of the car. So like I said, I retouched these, this one, this one, this one. I did all of these, like I said, and I did these chips here, this one, I did this one, that one. Not these big ones. That's gonna be in my third attempt. Because of I gotta get some more solder wick for some of this. I ran out. In reality, what I'll do is put more flux here, and solder, and then come up with the solder wick, suck it all up, and then it'll have, it'll look professional. But I didn't do it now. I don't want to catch a short around them or anything like that. But that's my third attempt, because you don't know if it has fractured joints in here, little microscopic ones that's not causing the contact. But anyways, I did mostly all of them, the ones that I could get to, but not these chips right here, not these resistors, neither or capacitors or diodes. I didn't do those, because those, once you touch them, they'll probably come off anyways, so I stayed away from those. I just did the bigger stuff. Now that you soldered everything together and did your work on there, make sure to inspect it for any solder shorts, because one little one will make this invalid. So now next is to get this black gasket, rubber gasket thingy here. You use it for motor cars, for oil and things like that. But anyways, I bought this one and I put it all the way around like this. Put it all the way around, and then I put the lid back on it, and it'll be nice and sealed from the weather and water and things like that. So you can see I put in the black gasket all the way around, and now you just put on the lid, the cover, and it, drop it in there, and then you squeeze it until it falls into place. And there it goes. And then you just pass your finger through it to make a nice sealed all the way around. Wear some gloves. This black thing is kind of hard to come off your fingers afterwards, so I'm gonna use latex gloves to actually spread that around, so it could be a nice sealed. I used the latex gloves to actually spread the glue all the way around, as you can see. Now I'm gonna leave it here drying. I'm not in a rush to put it in the car. Once it's dried, what you gotta look for is little cracks in between them. You want to make sure that you put some more of this gasket in there, because one little crack left open, water could get in there, or moisture, and start messing up your ABS system again. So you got to make sure our cracks are actually sealed all the way around. Like about 12 hours later. But anyways, it looks like it did a nice seal all the way around the very first time, so I don't have to add on anything to it. Now it's just to install it in the car, and we'll see how that comes out. Okay, this is the 2000 Volvo S80. This is where it's going to get installed at. The module here, and it goes under here. Here I'm just cleaning out the throttle body, and I just took it all apart and cleaned it. Anyways, it's gonna go in here. It goes in by 4 screws. You gotta use an E5 torch that will go into the screw. You gotta use a little socket, because there isn't that much space in there. And I'm gonna put it in here. Okay, that's how it goes installed. And the 4 screws. Okay, I put the air filter back on, and that's pretty easy. Take it off, it's just slip on. And I put this metal piece back on for the exhaust. Turned on pretty quick. I had two problems too with hard start. It wouldn't start. It would turn over, but it won't start. So what I did, I cleaned the throttle body and I cleaned all the injectors. I took them out, and then I cleaned this too in here, and all the spark plugs. It came out nice and it turned on the first try. And then for your sunroof to work, you have to insert a key. You insert your key, you turn it to close it and open it like 5 times at least, and then your sunroof will start working. You don't have to use the remote. Mine don't work anyways. As you can see, the ABS thing, I guess, didn't work. Okay, as you can see, my mileage indicator there for the mileage of the car, 156,000. It's not. It's been like that the same since we bought the car. Apparently the ABS system didn't work because the lights are still on. So I'm gonna check to see if it's the actual sensor, the wheel sensors. But even though which way my cruise control turns on, but it doesn't engage in the highway bucket thing.